Welcome to a new era of executive transport, where the silhouette of the classic long roof meets the silent, devastatingly efficient power of the electric revolution. For decades, the Audi A6 Avant has been the definitive choice for the European elite, the high-mileage road warrior, and the family that refuses to compromise on style or driving dynamics. But today, the game has changed entirely. What you are looking at is not just another electric vehicle, it is the 2025 Audi A6 Avant E-Tron, a car that manages to make the traditional SUV look suddenly very out of fashion. Audi has been teasing us with concepts for years, but the production reality is finally here, and it is built on the cutting-edge Premium Platform Electric, or PPE, shared with the Porsche Macan Electric. This is a ground-up reimagining of what a luxury wagon should be in a world where drag coefficients and charging curves are just as important as leather stitching and cargo space. Visually, the A6 Avant E-Tron is a masterclass in functional aesthetics. It boasts a drag coefficient of just 0.21, making it one of the most aerodynamic vehicles Audi has ever produced. Every line, from the closed-off inverted single-frame grille to the sculpted air curtains in the front bumper, is designed to slice through the air with minimal resistance. This is not just for the sake of looking sleek. In the world of EVs, efficiency is the ultimate currency, and Audi has spent it wisely. The lighting signature is equally impressive, featuring second-generation digital OLED rear lights and slim LED daytime running lights up front that give the car a focused, almost predatory gaze. You can even customize the light signatures via the MMI system, allowing your car to greet you with a unique digital dance every time you unlock it. The profile is classic Avant, long, low, and elegant, accented by the signature aluminum look trim that runs along the roofline and down into the D-pillar, a design cue that has defined Audi wagons for generations. Underneath that gorgeous skin lies a massive 100 kilowatt-hour battery pack, which is the heart of the A6 e-tron's impressive endurance. Audi is claiming a range of over 700 kilometers on the WLTP cycle for the most efficient models. For those of us in the real world, that means long-distance touring without the constant shadow of range anxiety. When you do eventually need to stop, the 800-volt architecture ensures you won't be sitting around for long.
The A6 Avant e-Tron supports DC fast charging at up to 270 kilowatts, which translates to adding roughly 310 kilometers of range in just 10 minutes under ideal conditions. Going from 10 to 80% charge takes about 21 minutes, which is just enough time to grab a coffee and stretch your legs before hitting the Autobahn again. It is this combination of massive range and ultra-fast charging that finally makes the electric wagon a viable alternative to the diesel cruisers of old. Step inside and you are greeted by a cabin that feels like a high-tech sanctuary. The interior is dominated by the MMI panoramic display, a curved housing that contains an 11.9-inch virtual cockpit and a 14.5-inch touch display. It is a digital-first environment, but Audi has managed to keep it feeling warm and luxurious through the use of high-quality, sustainable materials and soft-wrap surfaces that flow from the dashboard into the doors. There is even an optional 10.9-inch passenger display, allowing your co-pilot to manage navigation or watch movies without distracting the driver, thanks to a clever privacy mode. And we cannot talk about the interior without mentioning the optional virtual side mirrors. These cameras replace traditional glass and feed high-definition images to OLED screens tucked into the door cards. While they take a moment to get used to, they significantly reduce wind noise and improve aero efficiency. Performance is, as you would expect, effortless. The standard rear-wheel drive version offers plenty of punch for daily duties, but the dual-motor Quattro variants turn this wagon into a genuine sleeper. The A6 e-Tron performance model delivers 362 horsepower, while the more aggressive S6 e-Tron bumps that up to a staggering 496 horsepower, or 543 horsepower when launch control is engaged. This allows the S6 Avant e-Tron to sprint from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3.9 seconds. But it is not just about straight-line speed. Audi has equipped the A6 with a sophisticated suspension setup, including optional adaptive air suspension that can lower the car at high speeds to further improve efficiency and stability. The steering is precise, and the low center of gravity provided by the floor-mounted battery gives the Avant a level of cornering poise that no SUV can match. Practicality remains a core pillar of the Avant experience. Despite the sloping roofline and aerodynamic focus, the cargo area is generous and easily accessible.
There is also a frunk, or front trunk, providing extra space for charging cables or smaller items, ensuring the main luggage compartment remains clutter-free. The rear seats offer ample legroom for adults, making this a true 5-passenger grand tour. Safety and driver assistance are handled by a suite of sensors and cameras that provide everything from Park Assist Plus to an adaptive cruise assist that can learn your driving habits over time. The car is constantly connected, receiving over-the-air updates to ensure that the infotainment and safety systems are always at the cutting edge. As the automotive landscape shifts toward a purely electric future, many fear that the soul of the driver's car would be lost. The 2025 Audi A6 Avant E-Tron is proof that those fears were unfounded. It retains the elegance, the utility, and the commanding presence of its internal combustion predecessors, while embracing a level of technology and efficiency that was previously unthinkable. It is a car for the person who wants the future today, but isn't willing to give up the heritage of the four rings. Whether you are gliding through a quiet city center or carving through a mountain pass, the A6 Avant E-Tron feels like a complete, cohesive vision of what luxury motoring should be. It is beautiful, it is fast, and it is arguably the most important car Audi has released in a decade. The Wagon is not just surviving the electric era, it is thriving.